how important is it to you to like master your production process, but also at the very least as an artist, how important is it to you to understand the process of production, meaning like what it takes to make a video, what it takes to make a beat, what it takes to engineer your shit, what it takes to come up with the idea. Like, talk about that importance, because I feel like in our space, like just purely on the music side, like people don't value that. And oftentimes, which I don't like, I don't even really think labels are looking for them type of people because it's not in their best interest.
Yeah.
So you gotta deal with like that type of stuff. But at least speak on the importance of it as an independent artist.
Okay, I'm gonna make that a two-parter because I like the one thing you said at the end about why labels don't go for artists like that. But I'll answer the first part, and I don't know what's the main cam. I don't know if I should look at this.
Well, your cam that's your solo. This is the wide.
So listen, I'm gonna look at this one right here.
Right.
You need to know because people will rip you off.
Bad.
I've had people that if I knew so much about video stuff and everything now, I'd be like, yo, you ripped me off. And like, that's not everybody. I've dealt with a lot of videographers and a lot of people that, create like great content for me and everything. But, I've seen people, get robbed for like stuff they paid for. And it's like, you paid this much.
This for yourself.
That's what I'm saying. You could have did yourself. So that's the one thing I would say. That's why artists should know. Not because they need to take away other people's jobs. It's just to know. Like, okay, I know the process of making a beat. I know the process of, like I know what a compressor is. I know what these things are because you don't want to be in a situation where people are using you and you don't know. And the second part, so you said labels don't really look for artists like that. It's just typically artists like that are just very smart.
Right.
And it's kind of hard to swindle an artist that does it all into signing. Because it's like, why would I give you a piece of the pie, even though I know people want to say 0% is nothing. But what if I do make that 0% into 100 and now I'm giving it to a label? Then
you're cooked.
Exactly. Like, then you're cooked. Then you're stuck into songs where you might not see a profit for a minute and everything. And, some artists should sign. If you don't want to do all that work and you feel like, nah, that's just not me, then, yeah, like, signing, I definitely understand. But if you're an artist that is fully innovative and you're not ready to give someone all that ownership without having creative control, I don't think you should sign.
I mean, yeah, I just purely on like the knowledge part, it's just, it gets exhausting because it's like you get to the point where it's like your friends are making these bad decisions, and it's just like, like I know I don't have the energy in the world to do all of my friends' stuff, but at least pick up your phone or something and do it for yourself for the sake of going through the process, understanding it, and being able to replicate it at a bigger and better scale.
Exactly.
When you are more capable of it.
Exactly. Or worst case, just build your own team out. Like, you don't need a label to find you an engineer, a producer, a videographer. You don't need them. They can. But you can actually find that through your own people and everything. So it's like, to your point, like, you don't got to be someone that does everything. But as long as you can find people that can do everything or do those things you need, then you might as well go for that.
Thank you guys for watching. I'd like to give a huge shout out to my team over at Black Clover Studios. Thank you guys so much for helping this vision come to life. Make sure you guys at home like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more episodes.